Happy Thursday, happy Friday Eve, and 4th of July to all my soapies. Hopefully you're having a safe one. I know some of you have a long weekend, but, we need to buckle up because today's episode of The Bold and the Beautiful was a roller coaster of emotions and drama, just like we love it. I'm going to give you a few highlights and then we'll dive deep into this episode. First, we see Poppy, after missing Bill for a while, catches Bill and Katie in an intimate moment, and then Hope is cringing as the Forresters toasting to Thomas and Paris, and they share a kiss. So without any further ado, let's unpack this LA drama for July 4th. So, the festivities kick off at Eric's estate where the 4th of July celebrations are in full swing. Now, Eric, ever the gracious host, is pouring drinks and giving warm congratulations to his grandson Thomas on his recent engagement with Paris. Now, the guests are starting to trickle in and you can feel the buzz of excitement in the air. Meanwhile, back at Bill's place, RJ and Luna all set to head out, looking fabulous as always. Now, they ask Poppy if she wants to join them over at Eric's. Luna, with her keen sense of intuition, notices Poppy got a little bit of hesitation. Now, Poppy, sweet but anxious, decided to stay back and wait for Bill, who's currently with none other than Katie Logan. And she's got an uneasy feeling that something just might be up. At the party, Brooke and Ridge make their grand entrance while Eric and Donna share their joy over Thomas's engagement. Now, Thomas, clearly thrilled, tries to get in touch with Paris to share the excitement, but where is Paris? Well, she's over at Forrester Creations having a heated conversation with Hope Logan. Now, Paris is adamant that Thomas has moved on from Hope, but Hope isn't convinced. She's arguing that the history she shares with Thomas, their son, and the lingering feelings make this new engagement just seem a little bit too rushed. Oh, the drama. Now, Hope warns Paris that Thomas is a one-woman man and that his feelings for her might not have just vanished as quickly as Paris thinks. However, Paris, oh yes, she stands her ground, telling her, yeah, Thomas might be a one-woman man, but that's not you now, that's me. And of course, she's talking about her future with Thomas, insisting Hope better respect her engagement. In another part of Forrester Creations, across the hall in the design room, Katie is pouring out her heart to Bill, expressing her discomfort with Poppy. Now, she got a bad vibe about Poppy and worries that Bill might be too trusting. Bill, ever the charming rogue, admits that he once dreamed of reuniting with Katie and their family. He tells her that she's the love of his life, being my Katie, but acknowledges that life has moved on in a new chapter. Cue the flashbacks to their romantic past filled with sweet memories of what ifs. And Katie, feeling the weight of his words, wishes that he think before speaking. This might be mixed messages, and even he acknowledged that as well. However, despite the emotional turmoil, they share a tender hug, a moment Poppy unfortunately gets to witness, leaving her eyes wide with suspicion and concern. Back at Eric's now, Paris finally arrived, joining the party and soaking up the adoration from the guests. Carter, always the gentleman, admires her engagement ring and congratulating her, making her feel even more special. Thomas, ever the attentive one, hands her a drink, and he said, I don't want to let you out of my sight. They steal a moment to make out, only to be spotted by Hope. Talking about awkwardness. Oh yeah, she wasn't happy to see that at all. Brooke swoops in to check in on her daughter, trying to keep things from boiling over. And finally, as the evening progresses, Ridge takes charge, leading a toast to Thomas and Paris. And then Thomas's heartfelt speech expresses his gratitude and his love, asking Eric if they could marry in the Forrester mansion. Now, Eric, looking around like he's looking for a seal of approval, being the doting grandfather, he finally agrees, and everybody toasts to the happy couple, but not everyone is in a celebratory mood. Hope, feeling a mix of heartache and regret, oh, poor little Tink Tink, retreats to a corner, cringing as she watches as Thomas and Paris's public displays of affection as they pop confetti to celebrate the couple. Okay, so there you have it, my soapies. Another drama-packed episode of The Bold and the Beautiful. And I'm telling you, the fireworks wasn't just in the sky on this 4th of July. Let's go ahead and get the conversation started down in the comment section. What did you think about Poppy and Bill and Katie? The conversation between Katie and Bill. Obviously, Bill still have feelings for her, and at the same time saying all the changes and the impact that Katie made upon his life, calling her, I always love you and you're still my Katie. I mean, yeah, that's mixed emotions. And like Katie said, you need to watch what you say before you say it, because obviously people can take some things to heart. Now, I gotta say this, Katie has known this for a while. The reason that she never got back with him in the first place was because of the situation, not with Poppy. It was with her sister. And of course, we know the last time that these two had a interaction was when Bill tried to get back with Brooke, but she said no. And then 5 seconds or 5 minutes later, he tried to get with Katie, and she says no, and Carter came and picked her up from the house. We also find out that now Carter is once again in the friend zone, and it was funny how Bill was like, what's his name? Yeah, yeah, he definitely paid that back. Now, what is the feelings that Katie have about Poppy? She getting a bad vibe about Poppy. Now, we know we kind of suspicious of her too. Something's going on with Poppy. I mean, we already know about the mints, the situation with her daughter, her situation with being connected with Tom, and that door is still open because we lost Tom this week. So it's interesting to find out what Katie is actually picking up on. Then we switch to Hope and Paris, because that whole conversation in that office, they were throwing darts. I don't know why Hope thinks that she's entitled to Thomas, even though she don't want the same thing that he wants and vice versa. He can't move on. I honestly believe that even if this wasn't Paris and it was another woman, she'll be doing the same thing, because she still want access to Thomas, but she don't want give him full commitment, and that's not what he wants. And like Paris said, hey, if you don't want to get married, you don't have to, but guess what, he found somebody that do. And yeah, Thomas might be a one-woman man, but not to you, Hope. He's a one-woman man to me now. And she walked off. And then Hope going to that party. Now, granted, there was a lot of Logans there, so it's no surprise that she was going to be there. But do you think maybe, it would have been a little tough for her? And I'm wondering if she thought that she was going to be the distraction. But unfortunately, she was the one that ended up in the cringe zone. Yeah, she was cringing when she walked in and saw Thomas and Paris kissing, and then that toast, and then Thomas's request to use the Forrester mansion for the wedding to Paris. So yeah, I mean, she was on cringe. And yeah, it's going to be interesting moving forward what Hope is going to do next. Let me know your thoughts. Make sure you like, comment, and subscribe. Turn on your notifications so you're notified every time a video is posted. And until the next one, we'll see you all soon. Happy 4th. Be safe this weekend. And we'll see you in the next video, Soapies. Bye.